They say regret doesn't arrive at the moment of a mistake. It comes later, quietly, lingering like a shadow in the corners of the heart, waiting for the stillness of night to make itself known. It arrives when the world falls silent and you are left alone with the weight of choices, those you made, and those you can never undo. For me, it began with a single decision. A small, seemingly insignificant moment that shifted everything. That Tuesday was ordinary, predictable. But something in its ordinary light carried the potential to unravel what I thought I understood. My husband, Michael, was away on a business trip, leaving the house cloaked in that peculiar emptiness his absence always brought. I returned home late, weariness in my bones, thoughts tangled from the day. Then I heard a faint trickle of water from upstairs. My heart caught. Liam, my stepson, must have come home early from university. Quiet, reserved, often lost in thought. He carried the weight of the world in the curve of his shoulders. In the silence he kept so fiercely at the landing, I saw the bathroom door ajar. Steam curled like smoke into the dim hallway light, strange and unexpected. Liam was never careless. He guarded his solitude as though it were sacred. I paused, hand resting on the banister, listening. The water stopped, and in its absence, a soft, broken sob reached me. I froze. It was not anger, not pain as I knew it. It was raw, fragile, the trembling of someone holding themselves together from the inside out. My chest tightened. Liam, I whispered. No answer. Against my better judgment, I knocked once and gently pushed the door open. He sat on the floor, fully dressed, back pressed against the cool wall. His body trembled as if the weight of unspoken sorrow had settled deep inside him. His eyes were red, hands unsteady as he drew in shuddering breaths. I'm fine, he murmured, but his voice betrayed him. I knelt a few feet away, careful not to startle, letting the silence settle between us like a fragile thread. You don't have to be, I said, my voice low, warm, careful. What's happening, Liam? He rubbed his face, searching for words. I don't know what's wrong with me anymore, he whispered. I can't sleep. I can't think. It feels like I'm slipping away from myself. Fear threaded through his voice, something delicate and raw I had never heard before. Since his mother's death, grief had hung between us quietly, never spoken aloud, but always present, shaping the spaces we shared. I wanted to reach for him, to offer comfort, clarity, hope. And yet, my hand hesitated, suspended in that space between wanting to steady him and steady myself. For a long moment, we remained there, two souls caught in parallel loneliness, tethered by a pain we did not know how to name. You're not broken, Liam, I said finally, the words gentle, almost a whisper. You're just human. You've carried too much for too long, and it leaves marks. His eyes glistened, meeting mine with a fragility that made my chest ache. Do you really think it gets better? I think it has too, I whispered back, voice trembling with the same quiet hope I wanted him to feel. When I left the bathroom, the air felt heavier, as if something fragile had shifted between us. That night, sleep eluded me. The house felt different, quieter, weightier, haunted by the memory of his gaze, that silent plea folded into his eyes. I had stepped into something I didn't fully understand, not just the space between right and wrong, but the space between comfort and dependence, care and desire. The delicate tension of being there without overstepping. In the following days, Liam avoided me. When our paths crossed, his voice faltered, his eyes searching for something unspoken. The silence grew, thick and charged with everything we couldn't name. I kept telling myself it was only concern, only care. Yet guilt has a way of twisting even the purest intentions into a weight you cannot bear. One evening, after dinner, he lingered by the doorway. I've been thinking, he said softly, about what you told me, about things getting better. I nodded, uncertain where this was leading. I want to believe that, he continued, but it feels like something's missing, like part of me is still trapped in the old pain. His words cut through me with a raw ache. I wanted to lift that pain, to fix what life had fractured, but I knew now it was not my place. You'll find your way, I said gently. You just have to stop searching for the light in someone else. That night, I stayed in the kitchen long after the house had gone quiet. The ticking clock marked each second, a reminder that some moments, small, sincere, fleeting, hold the power to change everything. A single heartbeat can shift the way we see ourselves forever. And some connections, delicate and unspoken, linger, resonant, unforgettable.